What up, John?
Hey there, Burgess. How we doing?
I'm doing good. Freaking
Dude,
coming to the end of the week. Freaking ready to relax. I think I might be going snowboarding this weekend.
oh,
Should be
jeez.
good, dude.
Dude, my kids have never seen snow. They've never been snowboarding. They've seen it in pictures, and I tell them, like, that's something we're going to do.
So
For sure.
do you guys not have like mountains anywhere like close to you or?
So not like snowy mountains where people ski.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, closer to like Costa Rica, Cayman Islands, hot all the time, Honduras. But I do want to take them skiing. I'm curious to see which one they'll pick, is skiing or snowboarding. Did you
For sure.
say you're
I'm a
going skiing?
boarder. I go
You're a boarder.
snowboarding. Yeah. I think I'm
Did
gonna
you
be going on a white pass. Freaking in the backside, freaking ripping it up. I'm excited.
Gotcha. Did you skateboard before?
Yeah, I'm not great at it, but
See, a
I'm
lot
not
of
great
times,
at it.
yeah, snowboarders. But anyways, happy Thursday.
Anyways,
So this is the
thank you.
Lucreativity stream. We've got some things we want to tell you about. First of all, if you see the QR code over somewhere in here, it is for MEXC. So if you do any trading, it doesn't do anything special for me. I think it gives me like $5, might give you like $5 to trade with. But if you decide to make a trading account, lowest fees, definitely recommend it. And then we're also partners with the When Mint podcast, which if you haven't watched the When Mint podcast and you don't follow NFT Machinist on Twitter, he's awesome. His interviews are so in depth and he's just got such a great personality, asks the best questions. I'll tell you what. And just I'm going to pass off to you.
All right. And then I'm going to shout out the Web3 breakfast. We got Turbo, we got J Chains, and we got 74K. It's a thing I listen to every single morning, pretty much. Sometimes I talk, sometimes I don't. But if you want something good in the morning to listen to on your way to work, that's what I like to listen to. Just, it's not even all about crypto. It's just makes you laugh more than anything most of the time. So, and then another one, I want to shout out the Goons. This is another project I love. Apparently they got invited to the yacht party at NFC New York. So if you hold a goon, maybe you can hit someone up if you know someone and you can go to that yacht party. So it's a pretty good project on too.
So I can't believe I forgot.
What?
I didn't say anything about JPEG Empire. So I'm on the JPEG Empire team. I'm actually a council member. So we love the JPEG Empire. We love the community. Check out their Discord. Follow at JPEG Empire on Twitter. And yeah. So tell us about our guest, dude. Who we have here? I'm excited.
Dude, I'm actually so excited to have this guest because like I'm pretty new to like crypto Twitter, crypto YouTube, and all that other stuff. So when I actually first came to the space, I found a couple people, and this is one of the first people I found and followed because I love the products he made. I won some products, and I'm just a big supporter. And it comes up like after getting to know him a little bit more, I find out he has a bunch more things going on. So I'm super excited to introduce David, NFT collector.
What's up, fellas? Thanks for having me on.
And founder of Crypto Chips.
Founder of Crypto Chips. I think I had left that blank for some reason. Yeah, sorry. But this is the founder of Crypto Chips, David.
Thank you for coming on.
For sure. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir.
So, before crypto, tell us a little bit about your background. I think you said, or I think it was alluded to by Burgess, that you're in Seattle. He's in Seattle. So you all are over there.
We're close. I'm like actually in Centralia, so I'm like down south. Yeah,
I know where Centralia is.
Yeah, I'm in the redneck area.
Yeah, exactly. Centralia, right? But yeah, I'm a little bit north. I'm up in Bothell. I'm not sure if you.
Oh yeah, I know where Bothell's at. I've worked in Bothell actually because I do commercial sheet metal, so most of the work is up in Seattle. A lot of construction, everything. So
nice. Yeah, I just want to start off by saying, thanks for having me on, guys. And honestly, I've always had like a Twitter account from the company, but I never really got that much involved with it. So Jacob was like one of my first followers as well. So
yeah,
like I haven't started posting not just not too long ago. So maybe about I think December time, Jacob.
Yeah, around then, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm fairly new to the Twitter space as well. But
yeah, you came in hot with those cool ass the AI images you were generating. I was like, dang, you were really good at like picking the prompts because those things are beautiful. Actually, I loved them.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people didn't know that it was like AI. I was trying to keep it a little bit secret, but
yeah,
definitely it was AI.
for sure.
All right, so how do you pronounce it? Is it LaCroix or LaCroix? Is that what you're drinking? Is it a sparkling water?
LaCroix, yeah. I
Yeah,
recently
LaCroix.
started drinking these sparkling waters. And yeah, I'm a big like health nut, and that's kind of like my background is I was doing entrepreneurship in like vitamin companies, small business vitamin shops. And yeah, I'm a big water guy, making sure that it's all filtered, no chlorine, all that good stuff. So when I hopped onto LaCroix, I saw that they weren't filtered. I was like, oh, what the hell am I doing? But yeah, these are LaCroix. I love sparkling waters now. I drink like 2 or 3 of them a day. But yeah,
My
Did you
lemon.
wife
see?
actually just bought me a bunch of those too.
I was gonna say, did you see Liquid Death just doubled their market cap to like
No way.
1.6 billion?
I actually
Yeah,
really enjoy Liquid Death, dude. I like their iced teas. Their iced teas are delicious.
Yeah, Liquid Death is doing some crazy good marketing campaigns. They're also doing stuff with NFTs. So their
that's
reward
interesting.
program is with NFTs, and then if you hold it, you'll get a certain percentage off of their store. They're doing like token gated reward systems as well. So yeah, they're jumping on the Web3 bandwagon as well.
Geez, that's some alpha for me. I knew about Starbucks, but I didn't know about Liquid Death. That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
actually didn't know about that either. I'm about to look it up after we're done doing this. That's
Gonna buy
awesome.
some NFTs, sweep a floor real quick.
I've been buying a bunch of Liquid Death. I've been missing out. Shoot.
Yeah, but there's so many of these sparkling water brands. I don't know if you know them all, but like I like Waterloo. That's my go-to sparkling water brand.
That's so
I don't
funny.
know. I've actually had that before. That's pretty good. Or like, what's another weirdly refreshing thing? Have you ever had like the watermelon water or like watermelon juice? No, neither of you guys.
No.
Dang.
Oh,
Um,
have you guys had the aloe vera juice though? Like the aloe
yeah,
vera
Yes.
plant with mix up. Dude, that
love
is good.
love that. I like it when it's like a lot of pulp too. So it's like
100% me too.
oh yeah, it's the
Um,
best. It's the best.
Dude, it's so good. It's apparently really good, healthy for your gut too. Again, I've been in
Yeah,
the
yeah, it is.
nutraceutical industry, so it has like a shit ton of like vitamins and trace minerals specifically.
I
So
like to drink it when I'm sick. Yeah,
yeah,
actually. Yeah. It like helps a lot. Like if you're super dehydrated or whatever, I just chug a bunch of that, bunch of coconut water. Freaking
same here. I'd rather do that
Coconut.
than fucking Prime and Gatorade.
yeah, that stuff is trash. It's just straight sugar, really.
100%. I don't like
It
that.
tastes good. Tastes good. I can't lie. It does taste good.
Do you guys like that Prime flavor though? I don't know.
I personally do. I'm weird because I've heard people like really are like meh, when they try
I'm
it.
in
But
that
like
boat.
the Metamoon, for example, like I love that flavor, and it's like people think it's weird, and I love it. I love it so much.
To me, I recently had the Metamoon one. I guess that's their original brand or original flavor, and it tastes like cough medicine to me. Um,
Yeah,
can't do
I've
it.
heard that one before actually too.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, before we get too deep into this space, I actually want to do the freaking giveaway we were talking about. So I'm gonna freaking tweet it right now too.
Yeah, buddy.
So if you guys are watching on Twitter, or if you're watching wherever you're watching, Twitch, go to Twitter. We're going to be doing a giveaway for a Bitcoin bundle. It's going to have a crypto chip from cryptochips.io. It's going to have some moon money, and it's going to have a display. So all you got to do is give us all 3 a follow, subscribe to our YouTube, like, repost, win. It's that simple. It's that simple. So I'm going to post it right now. So everyone, please go freaking subscribe and do all that cool stuff for us. That would be amazing.
Make sure you follow David as well. We gotta
Yeah,
make sure
well,
he's
I put him on there. David is on there. You have to follow all 3 of us, and we're gonna actually like
check.
we can check. It's so it's not
Sure.
gonna be like a billion people, but we're gonna do it.
Also, the Bitcoin bundle doesn't come with just one Bitcoin crypto chip. It comes with 3. So we have
Oh,
one in
my mistake. My mistake.
black Bitcoin with a gold Bitcoin logo, and then the gold, the silver Bitcoin Moon Money, which is the cash with the NFC chip inside, and then the vinyl sticker of Bitcoin Satoshi Nakamoto, and then the case.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I actually have a couple cryptochips.io things myself. I have one of the amazing Bitcoin sweatshirts. I have an XRP sweatshirt. I have, well, look, I got stuff right on deck. I'll pull it out right now. We're gonna do a little freaking little display of some things. We got, okay, if I can pop it out of the freaking, if I can pop it out. Okay, we got the black Bitcoin. Very cool. Very cool. This is something that we're not giving away, but this is another cool thing. If you're an XRP maxi, the XRP, very shiny, very nice. A lot of detail. Let's go,
Love
Ripple.
that thing.
Ripple's out here for us. We got the Galaxy coin.
Ooh, we got the new ones here.
Yes, we got the Galaxy coin. We like that. They're very cool. These ones, unfortunately, are not magnetized, but it doesn't really matter. They just look beautiful on your desk, and they look cool in the display as well. And then if you can see there, I have the levitating thing too. I have the levitating thing back here. Very cool too. You can put the coins on top. It's magnetized. It floats. Looks very pretty in your desk. I love crypto chip stuff.
I was going to say, since we did touch on crypto chips a bit, I heard that there's like a white glove like branding thing that you can do for your project or, stream. Can you tell me about that?
For sure. Yeah. So that's one of our latest services that we just started to introduce to the public. We spent about 2 years trying to build out the brand, have a lot of different variants, lot of product lines to fill out and try to, capture as much market as we can. So after we launched our apparel line, we thought it would be perfect time to offer white labeling services. So essentially what that is a company in the Web3 space or startups, NFT collections, cryptos, NFT projects, they all qualify. And I'll just start off kind of like from the beginning. Is one reason why I wanted to start crypto chips was because of I believe that is one of the strongest ways to grow communities is through merch, and specifically in the Web3 space, with everything being digital, everything not tangible. There needed to be something to fill that void, and that kind of birthed the idea of crypto chips. So yeah, doing my best to try to further the ecosystem and do my part into trying to grow crypto, because I'm a massive believer in the ethos of decentralization and what blockchain has to bring to the world. Basically, as I'm getting older, the funnel toward more centralization, toward more control, is super prevalent. And the way that we're going to fight against that, in my opinion, is through blockchain technologies, through Web3, through crypto. So I was very bullish on crypto at a very early age. My dad actually got me into it back in 2010. And Bitcoin was invented around late 2008, borderline 2009. So,
that's really early.
You got some dollar Bitcoins somewhere.
Exactly. So we
or you lost them on a fishing accident.
No, but here's the story. So, yeah, we were buying them for dollars, and we had a lot. So my dad, had all the kids buy it. So all my brothers and sisters had a bunch of Bitcoin. But the bad and sad part is, we kept it on the Mount Gox exchange in Japan. So I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, but in 2014, or not 2014, I think it's 2011. Unfortunately, they got hacked, and all the Bitcoin got drained. So we lost all of our Bitcoin.
Damn.
And that kind of turned me off of like crypto. I was just like, oh shit, if it's not even secure enough to stop against these hackers, it must be bull crap, So I didn't get back into crypto until around 2015, where I started mining. So I was a big Ethereum Classic miner, but I would instantly take the Ethereum Classic, put it into Ethereum, because that was just a better way to do it than mining Ethereum.
Yeah.
That was right around the 2017 bull run, the ICO phase, when all these other altcoins started popping up because of Ethereum, you know? So my mind was like, okay, people are going to have to flex. People are going to have to represent their new passion, you know? So that's when I started to design like coins for people and do the designs of like physical merch. And I was like, oh man, what if I was like a provider of that? And that's when I started crypto chips. It wasn't until 2021 until we started crypto chips, but very glad that I did that. And like I was saying, I think that this is like one of the most beneficial ways to like grow communities. So I'm very
Hmm.
proud and happy to be at the point to offer like a white labeling service, like a white glove service, like John was saying. And yeah, we can do very low minimum order quantities. You know, everybody
What
here.
is the smallest? What is the smallest order?
Yeah, so you can even go with one, but you'll be paying SRP pricing. So the bulk is, I always wanted to keep it low, so like anybody can enter into the space and get like customized stuff. So our MLQs are for wholesale is very low compared to anybody else. Is it's only 10, so you only need to order like 10 things, and again, it's two. My whole purpose is to try to help onboard more people to crypto, help grow communities of companies like yourselves, you know, live streamers, influencers. And, you know, like I said, a big thing in the space that I quickly noticed was like giveaways, especially in Web3 and crypto. That is a fantastic way for people to start, you know, building their brand.
Hmm.
So, yeah, just started offering the white labeling services about a month ago. And yeah, we're currently accepting applicants. So just go to our website at the very bottom of cryptochips.io. You'll see partner with us, and that'll be where you can find more information of our white labeling services.
Yeah. I was curious, do you have any more like ideas on the horizon for new products and stuff?
Oh,
Because
for sure.
I saw your Solana sweatshirt. It kind of is like similar to the XRP and Cardano and Ethereum one, which I have the XRP one. I love that one a lot. The Solana looks like really good. It pops.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
What else you got? What else you got working?
Yeah, I'll drop it here on your guys' Lucreativity. By the way, I love the name.
Thank you.
And
That's all John. That's all John. He
Yeah,
came up
man.
with that.
very nice, very nice. But yeah, I'll drop the news here. We're about to launch crypto cards. So basically, the crypto cards is a combination of our Moon Money and our QR coins. So people will be able to customize the QR output. So we'll laser engrave on very high quality, one of the thickest cards. It's kind of even better quality than the American Express black cards. So it'll be very top notch quality, made of
Jeez.
stainless steel.
That's sick.
And yeah, the backside will be a design, and we'll have a QR that will output whatever you want. It could be like your link tree. It can be, I imagine a lot of people will put their public address on there. And then inside, we'll have a tapping mechanism to output, again, anything that you want with the NFC technology, the NTAG 260s or 216s. And imagine like this will be like one of the first times people can create their own gift cards. So you'll be able to output the public address through the QR, which will laser engrave on, and then the NFC chips will be blank, and then people can put their private key on there, and you know, give it be a fairly easy way to give it to parents, you know, gift card to friends, get people introduced to the ecosystem, where it'll force people to make a MetaMask wallet or whatever, and then enter in their private key, and boom, there's your money.
I
Type of
love
dealio.
that. That's amazing, dude. I love that so much.
For
The
sure.
the thing I like most that people are doing are trying to like intertwine those real world things like into crypto. Things that are going to make it easier for people to use, and that's exactly like all you got to do is like, you know, take it, scan it with your phone. That's the easiest thing anyone could ever do, you know.
For sure. It's also something that's small, where like the QR coins that we have, which is one of our more popular products. It's hard to, you can carry it in the pocket, right? But you can't. It's not very easy to travel with or carry easily. So, and the moon money is kind of big, right? So you can't really put that in your pocket. Whereas the crypto cards are basically the size of a credit card. You can just slip it in your wallet. And it's just a fun way to even use it as like a business card, like the tap feature to send your information to another phone, things along those lines.
Yeah, it's fun. I see like the moon money as being like you could like give someone some Doge, like the moon money Doge on some Christmas, and they could tap it and they could have it real quick. And then this is like the official. This is like the MasterCard version. You know, this is amazing. I like
For
that.
sure. Yeah, the original idea was I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with like crypto mixers. You know what that is? Like Tornado Cash that just got sanctioned from the government. But I was thinking about something like that. So you would put the money into crypto mixer, like $100 or whatever you want, and then it'll generate a note, and then you'd put the note within the moon money. So the moon money will actually be worth that much money because whoever has that moon money can now redeem through a crypto mixer that much money. So you can even put like 1,000 Ethereum on there, and whoever has that little piece of thing is now has that 1,000 Ethereum because it'll just output a code. You put that code into the crypto mixer, whatever browser you want, and then it'll ask you for your wallet. You type in your wallet, and now you have all that crypto. So unfortunately, the crypto mixers are very much frowned upon, which is a little sad. I'm a very anonymous kind of guy, ownership belongs to the people kind of thing. So I was not a fan of them, sanctioning, and not doing good things to the owners of that company.
My question for you is, in crypto and as time goes on, what personally do you think is going to be like the 0 to 1, like mass adoption, the vehicle that brings everybody into crypto, like where it changes? What do you think is going to be the thing that does that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Right now it's very hard, and I'm building a lot of different things and have my hands on a lot of different pots. And one thing that I notice is the onboarding phase for the traditional user or the Web2 user is way too difficult to jump to Web3 or enter the crypto space, primarily because of the wallets. Like Ethereum has it down pretty well, but even that curve of getting a MetaMask wallet is still difficult for some people. But if you go to the other chains like Cardano or Algorand, it's even harder, where a lot of times it doesn't work. You don't know which wallet to get because there's like 15 wallets. So I believe that needs to be broken down, where the onboarding phase for the traditional people need to be a lot easier. So like custodial systems, like where you interface with platforms with your email address, your Steam account, your Facebook account, and then there's a wallet that's built for you in the background. And if you ever want to operate as the wallet, you have the ability and choice to do that. And then the second one is the onboarding of like the native asset for like Ethereum or Cardano. To get that into your wallet is such a learning curve for a lot of people, and not only that, it takes a long time. So again, like another custodial system for that, or a way for people to interact with their native assets and traditional currencies like USD or credit cards. That's when until we break that wall, we're going to have a very difficult time onboarding the masses. But the other way I think that will onboard a lot of people would be Web3 gaming, and I'm very bullish on that. I think that's like one industry that's kind of proven itself after post-COVID. It's actually one of the few industries that has increased, right? And I feel like that's going to be kind of like the Trojan horse for people getting into the Web3 space.
So speaking of Web3 gaming, let's hear some of your favorite gaming projects.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of scams as well. I'm not a big fan of gaming Web3 games that have tokens associated with them, or like NFTs collections that are built into the games. Obviously,
Is
it
that a
has.
shot at Bored Ape Yacht Club, or is that different?
Yeah, Bored Ape Yacht Club is different just because they kind of solidified themselves. They're the very first movers. They've also got the the most funding from any other project in Web3. They got, I think, $400 million, and there's no really even like second close place to that. So they,
Jesus.
and plus they have a lot of backers. So they're in a little bit league of themselves, I would say. But a lot of these ones that are popping up in 2024 or 2023, I feel like a lot of them are just like cash grabs. But as far as my favorite ones, it's a little bit hard to say, but I would say Shrapnel is a really good one. Um, they also had a lot of funding. I'm a big fan of FPS games.
Did you
So
play in their early? Did you play in the early like STX stage and any of
no,
that?
I've actually never played Shrapnel, which is funny.
Okay,
I've
I'll
just
be I'll
yeah,
be honest. So
yeah,
I bought the like I think I bought like the light pack or whatever, the extraction pack so you could play.
yeah, yeah.
And my opinion of the game was the graphics in the middle, like what they showcased for everyone, looked outstanding. It was beautiful. But like the gameplay and like everything else, meh. It was definitely meh. Like it was like you need to step back and like make it so you can move and you can do things like other games, and when you shoot it's like you're not questioning if you're hitting people. Like I was questioning where the hit marker and the hit box was, and you shouldn't ever question that. You should be able to aim straight at someone and hit them.
For
So
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Beautiful game, looked amazing, but the gameplay, they have a little time.
But it was the beta.
That's true. It's the
So we
beta,
still
but
got
that's in my opinion, that's what the first thing you should lock down in your game, because then you could have the shittiest looking game, but it could feel good and you still want to play it. Like I could Crunker. It's stupid. It's like a Minecraft sniping quick scoping game that was a browser game. It looks ugly, but the movement and everything was so fun that you want to play it forever. It's just
mechanics.
like perfect. It's the mechanics that make a game. And like, that's what I think these Web3 people actually really need to understand is if you want people to play, you need to make it so it's playable.
For
And
sure.
they have not made games playable yet. That's the one thing. Like, you don't even have to make it look pretty. Who gives a fuck about the
Yeah,
art?
yeah.
Honestly, make it so you can play it, and then the masses will literally just come in waves. Like, you have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get why they don't understand that concept, in my opinion.
100%. I 100% agree with you. To the T. And that's one thing that we're seeing is like we the projects that we're talking to, the projects that we know, they don't have like the mechanics or anything that makes them unique or that
Mm-mm.
they're innovated on the space. Otherwise it's just like a skeleton, and it's never been easier to crank out these games with the Unreal Engine, with all their free assets and things like that.
It's a
Um,
copy and paste. It's a copy
exactly.
and paste.
a
Like
hundred percent.
everyone, they're doing the same thing that the industry is doing already. You stop, please stop.
100%. There's no
Make
innovation
something
or
new. Make
creativity.
something new.
Yep.
The only game that I've played that feels like new, kind of, is Big Time. Big Time is actually like, it was clunky, like server wise, but play wise, I was like, I could get how someone can melt their face off to this game. Honestly, for some reason, I just felt like it was one of those grinder games, and the NFTs actually pay out. I want to hear your opinion. You kind of got a smile on your face.
hold on. No, so one question,
Yeah,
okay? What games do you like to play that are like traditional like console games? Like what are some of your favorites, or like I mean even computer games, some people like
for
to play.
sure. Yeah, I definitely grew up on computer games. I started off with, I'm not sure how old you guys are, but I'm 30, I think 30, always 30, 33 years old, going
I'm
on.
30. I'm turning 30 this year. I'm
Okay,
hitting
okay.
30. Yep.
Yeah. So I started off on computer games, not at the very start, obviously, but like playing like when the game started getting good, like Counter-Strike 1.6, StarCraft, Red Alert, Age of Empires. So I was a big RTS player.
Mhm.
And that's what actually I played like thousands of hours, and believe it or not, I was like one of the best players in the United States and South America, and I used to level up and coach
For which
StarCraft.
game? Oh,
StarCraft.
StarCraft.
So I was able to pay my entire college through playing StarCraft and playing competitively, but primarily like leveling up and coaching. So I was a big RTS player, grew up on Red Alert 1 to Command and Conquers. My brother, that's like some of my best childhood memories, is playing with friends, playing with my brothers, always trying to get better, always trying to improve. And that's kind of like where I got that grinding mindset, that Kaizen model, which is what I've carried on to these crypto projects, and always making sure that you're getting better, always grinding and making sure that you're doing something better than the previous day, the Kaizen model. So we really took that to heart. We really, built that off of each other and was able to grind and become the best at a lot of the games that we played. So Red Alert 2, we were also number 1 and number 2, my brother and I. Halo Wars, I'm not sure if you guys played that on the
Oh
console.
yeah, I had a buddy that played the hell out of Halo
100%.
Wars.
I'm not sure if you remember Diagi and Kayagi. That was myself and my brother, but we were top 10 on that game as
That's
well.
crazy.
And then Call of Duty 4 as well. My whole, not my whole childhood, but a lot of my childhood was gaming. That's what kept me out of trouble. That's what I bonded with my friends and family. So every game that you can, not every game, but a lot of games that you can think of, like Super Smash Brothers, Tekken Tag, Dead or Alive, racing games, SSX, Need for Speed, Grand Theft Auto, all those games was what my childhood memory is filled with. So, yeah.
Need for Speed Most Wanted. Okay, this is the soapbox that I go on all of the time. That was one of my favorite racing games, period. You're racing for pink slips, you're running away from the cops, trying to hit the speed traps as fast as you can. But to me, the use case of NFTs and smart contracts would go perfect for a game where you're racing real people for pink slips, right? You know what I mean? Like, 100%. To me, that's a no-brainer. It's just like, it doesn't make sense to me how there haven't been these games that have been developed just like for gamer games, and then you just put in some of those, like the plumbing of Web3 that you take the game with you.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like a lot of these Web3 games are money grabs. They're using the template build style, copy paste thing, and building it Web3 first, building like tokenomics around, around the game. Whereas exactly what you're saying, John, and actually Jacob, the mechanics of the game, like how fun the game is, needs to be the forefront. You need to not target like the Web3 audience. The goal should be targeting the traditional Web2 audience, and not even realize that it's a Web3 game, where all the infrastructure, all the underlying technology is Web3, but you don't even have to say it. You don't even have to, tout that you're a Web3 game. It should be fun first.
I was in a space today and they were talking about, they did a really good job in talking about the fact that the metaverse project that they were working on was trying to target that Web 2 audience. And they were like incorporating like the Ready Player One like idea into it, and like I was like, I heard them talking about it and I was like, finally someone actually gets it, like they're targeting the right kind of crowds and they're looking the right way. Why are the eyes the most? Like Roblox, they're taking these old games, they're going to integrate like weird stuff into there, and like just getting their fingers. The games need to do it. They need to make something new. It just create something completely new. Do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like also, it takes somebody that knows gaming, honestly, and especially if you're making a competitive game or platform, you need to have competed. You need to know that whole ecosystem, that whole like mindset that you need to make it fun and competitive.
So like they're reaching out to streamers and gamers, aren't they? Like when they're building these games.
100%. Yeah, and that's one thing that we can talk about a little bit is like even like Shrapnel, they're spending millions of dollars like partnering and spending so much development time like working on Fortnite extensions, and their game's not even finished. Their game's not even fleshed out.
Not even close.
Exactly. So, as far as like putting on my business hat, I'm just like, you're pulling the trigger too fast. You're burning through cash way too quick. I know that you have tens of millions of dollars, but to spend all this development time, pay all these developers to work on stuff that's not even related to your game, is a conundrum to me. Hiring all these partners, influencers to talk about your game when it's in beta is a head scratcher to me. So a lot of people are going that route and doing that, but we'll see how it goes.
They did a really good job of hyping it. Like the videos and the clips they grabbed were great, and they did a perfect job of marketing it. But it's not at all what you see. It's not at all what you see. Not even close. Yes. I'm not even joking. You're running around parts of this map, and it's like main parts that you're playing in, and it's gray boxes. They're literally gray cubes and stairs, no detail at all. They haven't done anything. It's like, why? Why are you letting people play this yet? Like, just,
Yeah, 100%. And I think, one thing that we're noticing, especially at the end of 2023, VCs have like almost like pulled back on Web3 gaming as far as funding. They kind of pulled back the whole ecosystem just because it's been down a ton. But the reason why they're pulling back is kind of like the stigma the Web3 industry, Web3 gaming studios have of like not being very business oriented, burning through cash way too quick. Launching a coin as a form of fundraising, and the stigma of Web3 games is not good. If you guys know, Shrapnel is kind of like the poster child, but like 98% of the other games, they're struggling massively. They're not able to receive funding, and it's because of all these different things. People, pull the trigger too quick. They put out a game without any good mechanics. They hire these people to create a badass trailer, but the actual gameplay is absolutely trash. It's not a good image for the Web3 space right now. But just like the .com era, I believe like it'll weed out naturally, where if you do have a fun game and you do things right, the slow and steady way, you will be rewarded with time.
Hear that? Hey, I just want to plug us real quick. If you guys could go and like and retweet me and John's stream, so we can get maybe some more eyes in here for the last half, and maybe they can catch this giveaway. Just go like and retweet it.
Yes. So another question that I had is, what are some of your favorite blockchains and why? You said that you were mining Ethereum Classic and that you moved that over to ETH. And then you told us about losing a bunch of Bitcoin in Mt. Gox. Do you by chance know how much that would have been worth at the time?
Yeah, it's in triple digits, the amount of Bitcoin that each kid had.
I would say outside of that, what was your biggest like bag fumble from like since
I have
then?
A lot. Yeah,
give me like one like that, like people are gonna be like, yeah, wow,
Yeah, I'll answer the first question first of what's my favorite blockchains, and that goes hand in hand with the second part of the question. But yeah, obviously I'm a big fan of Bitcoin just because it's the OG, right? I'm a big fan of Ethereum, which is where most of my assets are held. And then, I like Ethereum just because it was kind of like the first mover of smart contracts, right? And it allowed people to make easily kind of cryptos, and it was a starter for people to innovate and build for all these other blockchains coming out. But I'm a massive fan of Cardano, as Jacob knows, I think. And yeah, I was one of the first, but like within the first months, I I fell in love with Charles. He's such a good talker. He's very, very bright. I like how his approach is build first, show later kind of thing, slow and steady wins the race. The chain has never been down. It's innovating on a lot of different things. So I'm very bullish on the Cardano ecosystem. I have a little bit of portfolio in Cardano. Polkadot is another one. Gavin Wood was one of the co-founders of Ethereum. They're doing the same approach of build first, show later, like go slow and steady. So their Polkadot V2 is coming out fairly soon, and I think that's going to be massive for them. They have a lot of builders. Again, they kind of seem like the humble blockchain of the ecosystem. And what else? I think also, yeah, I'm in the same boat of Jacob. Like I used to hate Solana. I used to trash on Solana.
And now you use it all the time.
But I was just always like wondering, like, how can people support a chain that like has gone down so much? But their approach is much different. It's like, decentralization later. Like centralization first, making sure all their shit is aligned, that their fees are low, that the onboarding process is easy. So they're taking a little bit of a different aspect to what these other chains are doing, with little decentralization, right? But they're in it for the long run. Like if they do get big, then that's when like it'll become more decentralized and whatnot. The only thing I still don't really like is it's massively VC funded, like heavily VC funded, like more than and any of the other chains. So that is a little bit of a worry. And how much is shot up, if I was to make a prediction, I would say that it's going to come down fairly hard, like very, very hard. And yeah, so and then the last one I'd like to should say is Ergo, which is a chain coming out on Cardano, and I'm very bullish on that platform. It's been one of the best performing cryptos this year so far. I think it's saw like a 280x or something like that. But yeah, very bullish on that. For a lot of people that don't know, it's a lot of the IOG people. So they broke off and started Ergo. They have a solid team. So for that reason, like I was very bullish on it. The people that are at the head are very smart, very humble, and I feel like a humility is like one of the best character attributes to have in the space, because you see so many people with massive egos, especially if they start making bags and they see 10x's, they think that they're the hottest shit, and I feel like that goes down and brings down the ecosystem. They make poor decisions, they have a bad image, kind of like Charles right now, I'd say, on Cardano. So, yeah, bullish on those projects. And as far as my biggest bag fumble was definitely Matic. And I was lucky enough to get into Matic when it was around like a $50 million market cap. And it was trading for a penny. So believe it or not, I don't. I had like 18 million Polkadot or Matic that I was staking, which would be worth like $60 million or something like that.
Jesus Christ!
But unfortunately, I pulled it out, did not stake it, moved it to Ampleforth, which is an algorithmic stablecoin, and unfortunately lost a massive bag on that, trying to provide liquidity on this new DEX that came out. I forget, it was like Cow Moon or something like that, and ended up losing a massive bag of my Ampleforth and Chainlink that I was providing liquidity for.
I'm personally hoping that. So I like Injective protocol a lot personally. Yeah. It's like the DeFi in it is really good, but I have a couple projects like that too, where I have like things like staked away, and I'm just gonna sit on them, and I'm like, I really hope this is just like stupid amount of money one day. It's like 40 million market cap,
Yeah.
If Injective gets big, there's going to be something on that platform that gets big too. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know. Like a lot of these projects, they nobody can predict when they're going to moon, when they get the VC funding, when they, have a project announcing that they're going to go on the platform. So they're just like these meme coins, right? I'm not sure if you guys are meme coin traders, but
sometimes, yes, I've made some money off meme coins. Yes.
Yeah, I've never dabbled into meme coins. I feel like dabbling into crypto is already a massive risk, compared to the traditional ways.
Yeah.
So never touched them. But I see, I have a lot of friends that make a killing on
Do you
these meme
know
coins.
what's the meme? Oh, the bite Grok's dog meme coin on Ethereum. Is that one still big?
I don't know, Byte dot.
No, or
Uh,
Grok. Those are my two favorite on the Ethereum. The freaking Elon ones.
oh,
Doge
I
wish
made
hat.
some money on that bite one. Doge with hat.
Doge with that. I know there's like Elon coin, Elon Doge,
There's so
which is
many.
kind of funny because,
It's like endless now.
oh yeah, like whenever Elon would talk about Doge, like those other meme coins, not just Doge, but the other like Elon Doge or whatever would pump as well, which is crazy.
So tell us about some of your first NFTs and the most surprising rug pull you've been in.
Yeah, I've been in a rug pool. The first NFT project I was a part of was there was the artist of Star Wars that created the Stormtroopers, and it was like a massive project when NFTs just started. And the guy, since he created the art for Star Wars, created the look of the Stormtroopers, and touted everybody that he had the rights of these things. He made a collection of like 10,000 different, or I don't remember what it was, maybe even just 1,000 Stormtrooper helmet NFTs. And I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the floor to come down. So it was selling like 6 ETH. And then it came down. I was like, oh shit, okay, maybe now's a good time to get into it. And I bought mine at 1.6 ETH. I bought 666, the 666 Stormtrooper helmet. The day after I bought it, they announced that Disney sued them. LucasArts sued them. So OpenSea pulled down the listing, pulled down the
No.
NFTs, and then instantly basically went to zero. So I still hold that NFT in my wallet, but um, that was very unfortunate. It wasn't, I guess, technically a rug because the owners didn't go off with the money,
Yeah.
but everybody was screwed on false information, basically. So I consider it a rug.
That's pretty much a rug. I mean, they should have at least questioned, like the legality of that stuff. Like I've seen some NFT projects kind of advertise with some things being like, you sure you should be posting that logo on there that you might get sued for a lot of money, dude.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a lot of NFT projects doing that shit, but they always get, pay the consequences. And
Yeah.
there's a good reason why you can't put like, oh, I'm partnered with fucking Google, put the Google logo on the bottom. You'll get your
Yeah.
ass sued.
Mhm.
So yeah, I thought, just I
And
took his word that he, did it. And he was actually the creator artist for these Stormtrooper designs, but just because you're the creator doesn't mean you own the assets, right?
yeah,
So
it's crazy though. I hate that. I hate that. That's what I have. That's what crypto fixes too. That whole aspect of everything.
100%. The
So
ownership and stuff. Yeah.
we haven't talked about GRabbit at all since we're on the topic of NFTs and everything. Let's so what part do you have in GRabbit? And give us a little explanation what it is, how it's going.
For sure. Yeah. GrabIt has five owners. It was started by my brother, who's very big into space, just as big as I am. Like I said, my dad got us up back in 2010. I brought him back into the space around 2017 or 18. But ever since then, we never looked back. Super bullish on the ecosystem. We think it's like one of the chances to make it, really, really big. And if you were in the markets back then, that decision has proven to be correct. I'm a co-founder of GrabIt, and we started in 2021. And we wanted to do everything as much as we can with the ethos of decentralization, because we see a lot of these platforms are basically centralized, just like the fight between Blur Exchange and OpenSea. Right now, they're massively centralized, where they even the case where you can take down the listing of the stormtroopers things, that's just showcases that it's centralized. To change and remove royalty payouts to creators is means it's centralized. It goes against exactly what the blockchain was all about, to reward these things through peer-to-peer with no escrow, right? So I'll just tell you a little background story of like what's going on within the NFT space within Ethereum, and kind of like what drove us to do something on chain and as decentralized as possible. Is Blur came around in 2023 or end of 2022 and really made a big splash in 2023 where nobody would have predicted or seen the largest juggernaut in the space, which was OpenSea, fall. So they created this crazy strategy, and in traditional markets, so wash trading is illegal. You can't trade amongst these itself, which will just inflate the prices or inflate the trading volume. um in crypto of right now, that is not illegal. There is no regulations around it. So Blur saw this massive opportunity to really capitalize on that. So what they ended up doing was removing the royalty payments to the creators, which is kind of like what the biggest incentive reason to join the Web3 space or the NFT space is, through royalty payouts. So every single time your NFT is traded, you'll be making an X amount of percentage. You can put it from like 1% to even 99% if you wanted to, but most people stick between like 1% and 9%. So every single time it's traded, no matter what the price is, you'll get 9% of that kickback, right? So Blur saw this opportunity to basically screw over the creators, put a zero fee policy, so and incentivize people to trade amongst themselves. So you look at any like market analytics platform, or even like CoinGecko, you'll see like who's this new guy like Blur Exchange, like overtaking OpenSea in trading volume. So that's very massive news. And people gravitated to the Blur platform for that specific reason. And the last point, like I was saying, they ended up rewarding people to do that. So because there's no fee, because there's no royalty payments that they have to do, if they have a Bored Ape, they send it to themselves to another wallet, they'll be rewarded with their Blur token, which was at like 100 million. I think eventually went to like $1 billion market cap, and then you'd make money doing these wash trading things. And the only reason why this is possible is because of the centralized service, like negating the royalty policies within the smart contracts and screwing over like the creators. So honestly, that should never be able to be even done in the first place. So we wanted to build a platform and use the Cardano ecosystem, which would be massively lower fees, because I'm sure you guys saw the mania in 2021, even last year, even technically now, the Ethereum fees are crazy. Like I just sent Ethereum transaction maybe a month ago, and I paid $50 for the transaction fee. And the amount was just like $100. So like 50% fee was absolutely ridiculous. So in the current state, like layer 1 of Ethereum is like not unusable, but it's not the best way to do like trading or NFTs. So we thought Cardano was a much better fit. The fees were much smaller. The direction that they were going was a lot future or more technically advanced than Ethereum. And I'll just start off by saying, like, I'm not the technical guy. I'm just more like the business kind of guy, and I love designing and doing that kind of stuff. My brother is definitely the more technical guy. He was like a young senior dev of Tableau, and has a lot of background in building games and working on like 2K, things along those lines. So he's a lot more technical. But we wanted to build an exchange that continued the decentralized ethos as best as we could. So that birthed GRabbit, and we wanted to try to do something more unique than just a traditional exchange. So we built a auction protocol. So you kind of similar to eBay, or an art auction where artists can list their things and people would bid on them. So one thing that really kicked it off for us was putting a catalyst proposal through to get funding for this project. So we've gotten approved for a lot of different catalyst proposals. Shout out to Cardano. And yeah, so we're leading the charge. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are on the Cardano ecosystem, but we, alongside our partners M Labs, are leading the charge on Hydra, which is like a massive upgrade to Cardano.
That's massive. That's huge. That's super huge. And congratulations, for being a part of that. That's like one of the I guess 4 horsemen that everybody on Cardano talks about. That's like, and that's when we're gonna flip ETH.
Exactly. Yeah. Hydra is like massive. Again, I'm not the most technical person, but apparently, that's going to solve a lot of the slowness. We're doing everything on chain. So that means that we're at the mercy of the chain speed. So if it's congested, if there's like so many people using the chain, it might take a little while for the bid to resolve. So we're putting the use case out there for the Hydra auctions, which will prove like the use case of Hydra. And we'll have like Web 2 or near Web 2 speeds while staying as decentralized as possible. So we're one of the most decentralized protocols in the whole ecosystem. And and as far as the Cardano ecosystem, we have the most development done with our auction protocol. We've done a price discovery event, a PDE smart contract as well. We're one of the only people that IOG has contracted out to help audit their smart contracts. And actually, my brother Michael did some consulting for Charles for the smart contracts and stuff. So
that's huge. Listen, we want him on the show. So next
Charles?
time your brother's talking to Charles, just be like, hey, this stream, these guys, they're chill.
It's funny. We were actually talking about that earlier today. We were like, it'd be really cool if we just kind of like hit up Charles Hawkinson's team and we're like, yo, do you want to come on and like talk about Midnight and like whatever else you're working on and just like teach us some stuff?
Oh, for sure. Charles is always down to go and help other people that are building his ecosystem, so he just went on a fairly new podcast. It's the old BitBoy team. I forget what they're
I think I saw like Cimo or
Demo or I forget his name.
No, it's Cimo. CIMO. I saw it the other day. I think I listened to I think I was maybe busy, but I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So he's all down. He's probably down to help, upcoming people. So you never know. I would shoot your shot.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about writing an email.
100%.
No, we're gonna do it. 100%. Are you familiar with the JPEG junkies while we're talking about that?
I am not, but I believe they're on Cardano. That's as much as I know.
They are on Cardano. Yeah. So that's they were an influencer started project. Now the community's taken it over, and I'm part of that team. So now we're JPEG Empire, and so we've got a completely different direction and a whole lot of building going on. But
nice.
But anyways, that team that interviewed Charles, they actually started it.
They interviewed Charles? Damn. If they can do it, you definitely can.
I think we can do it. I think we can come up with a good question list,
I think we have to smoke cigars when we do it too. I don't know why. I just feel like it would just be, there's that picture of Charles that goes around everywhere on the internet of him.
I have like a 1-year-old, dude. I can't be smoking tobacco inside my house. I've been having to stream it outside, and it's raining most of the time here, dude.
Oh man, yeah, we're both in Washington, man. Freaking rain all the time. Except for today, it was a very, very nice day.
I was gonna ask you a question about that with Washington. Where is your favorite place to eat in Seattle?
Yes,
that's a great question.
I love the food question.
Yeah,
I love I'm a foodie.
Dude, I would consider myself a foodie as well.
We might have to go get some. Okay, I'll tell you mine. I was like, well, we're gonna have to go get some Din Tai Fung here soon, dude.
Oh, maybe. Like pho right over here is really good.
Yeah, it is.
I love pho. It's a funny story. Like I used to hate pho all the way up until COVID, and then I was like, shit, okay, I'm gonna try it again, and I just absolutely fell in love with pho. But there's lots. I'm a big Korean barbecue guy. There's lots of good Korean barbecues places. Orang. There's one in Bellevue. I literally think it's called Bellevue Korean Barbecue. Very good. I'm a big burger guy too, so I can't go wrong with Shake Shack.
Bro, Dick's.
Oh, dude, that's a Washington staple right there.
Bro, that's a staple. Dick's Burgers, dude. You never. It's never a bad time for a dick, bro. Never a bad time.
Hell no. When I remember seeing them the first time, I was like, I love their fries. A lot of it's either love or hate kind of thing. I'm definitely on the love side.
Yeah.
But when I saw them like using a potato scruncher and making those fries fresh, I was like, oh, is that why it tastes so darn good?
Dude,
But
it's the best way to get fries, in my opinion, too. If they can make like fresh, real potato fries,
100%. Five
shit.
Guys. You guys,
Oh
Five
yeah.
Guys fans?
I
Five
mean, like,
Guys,
I'm not like a
yeah.
diehard. I'm not a diehard Five Guys, but like, if I'm gonna eat it if it's there. Hell yeah, and get everything on it.
Yeah. 100%. And then my recent favorite, just because it's fairly close to my house, and I did a DoorDash, and my food came within I think 16 minutes, which is
That's
mind blowing.
That's fast.
But it was Burger Master. Have you guys had that?
No,
Never.
I have not had that.
It's pretty good. Grass raised, a beef, fresh
Oh, it's
ingredients.
probably delicious then.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mhm.
But the burger place I've eaten the most at is Blazing Onion. Do you guys know that one?
I feel like I've heard of that place before.
Yeah.
I've never had it, but I've heard of it for sure.
Dude, I swear I've been there hundreds of times.
Really?
That's my go-to place for sure.
I got some places to try now. Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make it out that way. I have one gripe. This is my last thing. Okay. So I'm a Kentucky boy, right? So I'm from the South. And I've been to California. I haven't been to Seattle yet, right? I need to. It's on my list. But there's nothing in this world that I think that I've detested and hated more about the West Coast than when you ask for a sweet tea and then they give you a tea and then sugar. Whereas in the South, you ask for a sweet tea, they put like 3 gallons of sugar in their giant thing of tea, right? And it is a very sweet tea. It just comes that way. And you can get it anywhere. But you go to the West Coast, it's not that way. So that's my gripe. Other than that,
It's sad. Everyone's brainwashed by McDonald's around here, and they're like, "Just go get McDonald's sweet tea. It's the best one." It's sad. It's a sad place.
Do you guys remember the iced tea, those cans for 99 cents?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
still a thing. Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona teas. Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Bro, I buy those still. Love those. They're
Dude, I
still
used to
cheap.
drink those. Are they still 99 cents or do they?
They're like one company that proves that you don't have to constantly like up your price to freaking survive. You can literally keep things $1 and be okay.
Oh, I'm glad to hear they're still $1.
Yeah.
But
Not everywhere. Actually, some place upcharge, but they still have the 99-cent thing on their can, I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Damn. I remember drinking those things all the time.
Oh yeah. You can get the big like jugs too. The big jugs Arizona.
Yeah, I used to get the tall cans. The tall cans were 99 cents.
Yeah, the tall cans for the 99-cent ones. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
all right. You can
what? I was
No.
just gonna say we're coming up off the end of our show. It's been about an hour. I just want to remind everyone that we have that giveaway going. I'm gonna run it for the next 24 hours. Just give us all a follow, like, retweet the tweet, and you could win a really cool Bitcoin crypto chips bundle. And I just want to thank you, David, for coming on.
Dude, thank you so much. And
Yeah,
hang
that
out
was an
for just a
awesome
second after.
conversation.
I appreciate you guys having me on. This was a total blast. Believe it or not, this was like my first time doing, like, I think I told Jacob, like, I'm usually more of a behind the scenes kind of guy. And just started recently posting on Twitter and social media. And as far as like doing a podcast, this is my first podcast I've ever done. So really appreciate you guys having me on. This was a blast, honestly. So
dude, we gotta do it again when we have some developments here in the future. So we'll get you back on. We're booking like the end of April now, so we can.
I want you guys. There's exciting things in the future that we're going to talk about. David will be back. There's more things to come. Thank you, David, so much. Stick around for a sec, I think.
Yep.
John was saying. So
Almost. Thank you for being on our show, and we'll
thank
see you
you
again soon.
Appreciate it.
All right,
Thank you.
John.
That was
Another great
awesome.
show.
Dude, that was fantastic. And it was a lot of fun. David is cool. He's so great. We're definitely having him on again. And
Yes.
yeah, man. Dude,
Yeah,
happy Thursday. Thank
thank
everybody for
you.
watching.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Go get in that giveaway. We'll be back on Tuesday with who we having on Tuesday.
Oh geez, I knew you were gonna ask me that question.
I know. I'll look.
We have
I'll look.
somebody
I'll
exciting
look.
though.
I'll look.
I'm looking
Oh,
right now.
yeah, we do. We have Aaron. Your
Oh,
dev.
my favorite. So
Yeah.
David, you have to watch that episode.
Yeah. We
So
have Aaron Guyette on next. He's a developer.
in Web3, Web2.
Yeah, Web3, Web2. He has his fingers in a lot of things, and he's a very smart guy. So it's going to be really, really cool show we're gonna have.
Used to be
Really
a professional
excited.
gamer. We have
Used
a
to be
whole lot of stuff to talk about.
yeah, all kinds of stuff to talk about. All right, guys. This is Lucreativity. Like, retweet our space. Love you. See ya. See you soon.
Peace.